Hey everyone, it's Mythic J with another video. I'm Jay from Mythic J, and today I'm going to be talking about Roblox events. Why specifically Roblox events? Well, I don't know. I just thought it would be an interesting topic to go on this channel. So, without further ado, I guess, let's get into the video already. So, what is a Roblox event? Well, it's basically some sort of special, I guess, promotion, quote unquote, that goes on, in Roblox officially. They could, grab a sponsor or something. For example, there's, like, a Nerf Roblox event. Or it could just be, a made-up one, like, say, I don't know, Heroes of Robloxia, or something like that. Or maybe even, the Summer Games. And, this is for a limited time, and you can earn some, like, limited time prizes and games. Usually it could be, like, one big event game. Sometimes it could be scattered throughout the different Roblox games. But that's basically the whole gist of what a Roblox event is. And I'm going to be talking about some of my favorites and what I think of some Roblox events, yada yada yada. You know the drill. So, when we're talking Roblox events, obviously one of the first things we have to bring up is the Ready Player One event. This event was iconic for being insanely difficult and insanely cryptic. The problem with this event is that there are a lot of, like, bugs and glitches at the start, and, it was pretty laggy, number one, and it was, it was spread out towards different games as well. And the problem was, like I said, the difficulty. It was extremely difficult. Some examples of this was you had to do a lot of puzzles, but they were like really difficult puzzles. I remember there was one thing where I think you had to translate something in Morse code. It was a pretty challenging event. A lot of Roblox events can be pretty easy, but now you can see why, because if they racked up the difficulty way too much, it would have caused some problems. I also really like the prizes, like, the obvious copper, jade crown, the key crowns, not to mention the key wings and the key dominus. I mean, I personally think the key wings look better. And, the problem with this is that these, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the wings and dominus were available to only, like, certain people, the first few people that, won the event, yes. So, the first person that would win the event which was someone named Roku, and he got harassed for he got like harassed for because he had the Dominus and other people didn't, and they're like, oh, give me the Dominus, and I'm sitting there like, wow. I can't believe people actually did that. Why would they do this over a virtual item? A virtual item! And it doesn't even look that good in my opinion. I mean, I get it, it's a Dominus, everyone goes crazy over Dominuses, but jeez, it was a pretty wild ride. I didn't really take much part of it because I would sit there and I'll be like, what? I did not understand it at all, but I was looking at all the clues and event page and I'm like, how am I supposed to figure this out? I couldn't figure it out at the time, and now, honestly, I still kind of don't. Speaking of Roblox events, another series of Roblox events that are iconic are the egg hunts. I absolutely love the egg hunts. Usually they can be either in one game or scattered throughout games, also known as a dev hunt. Now, there's been a lot of Roblox egg hunts throughout the years. 2017, I think it was, 2017, The Lost Eggs, and 2018, The Great Yolk-Tales were both phenomenal. They had great execution, and it was fun. And then 2019, 2020, and 2021 roll around, and it started to get really mediocre. 2019, was kind of decent in my opinion. Because there was like a lobby and you would travel throughout different games. But the problem with this is that, like I said, it's a dev hunt. You gotta be going all around in the different games, different types of games, collecting the eggs. And another problem with this is that they included the previous event game, the previous Egg Hunt 2018, the Great Yolk-Tales game, in there as one of the new eggs to get. You know what? We were better off just, I guess, maybe redoing the Great Yolk-Tales the way the Great Yolk-Tales did. But I guess they didn't do that this year. It was met with a lot of negative feedback. I tried it. It was pretty decent, and I moved on. I don't remember much from Egg Hunt 2020 and 2021, other than they were an embarrassment, to say the least. It is pretty much 2019's version, but a lot more mediocre, because that time around, we didn't have an official lobby like we did last time. This time, it was just connected by different unofficial lobbies. And that was, pretty, wow, way to throw us off. It was pretty jarring to see that. And I just don't remember much of it. It seems like a very unmemorable Roblox event, which I guess is understandable because you want to keep it simple and all. But jeez, oh man. Speaking of which, I keep on saying speaking of which, we can't forget some of the sponsored events. Now, I personally don't really take part in much of the sponsored events. For example, there was a Nike one. I just passed on that because I'm like, why? And there was there one? No, wait. Was it like a dance? No. But by far, one of my favorite events this year was the Vans World event. An actually captivating and good event with some actually decent product placement that doesn't just shove it in your face and actually makes it pretty cool looking, like they actually care, not just a blatant shoving sponsored events. You could skate, get different shoes, you can customize your skateboard, you can explore the area in Vans World, and it's still open, and I'm pretty sure it still gets updates to this day, which is pretty awesome that they did this, because, obviously now the event ended, but it was such a phenomenally done event. I love that. It was actually one of the few events that actually got me coming back a few times. Now, we can't talk events without not mentioning the Bloxies. The Bloxy Awards. Basically, they're just little Bloxy Awards. The awards, like, for example, best this, best that. People would get various awards. They would get nominated and everything, and they would get various awards for, like, different things. Like, best game, best breakout game, best, let's see here, best air. I don't know. I'm tired. Probably one of my favorite Roblox events, Bloxy Awards, was probably, like, I think it was 2020? Yeah, 2020 and 2021 was pretty epic. I was obviously there. 2020, they had, like, a little lobby, and I love the aesthetic that they did at the time. It was pretty cool. There was a big old screen where, the live stream of the Bloxies would play. You can look this up if you want. And there's also 2021, the Bloxy Awards. That was really nice. You go through, like, various rooms and stuff, and it was a treat. It was a real treat. I really liked the Bloxies this year. But nowadays, I don't really participate in a lot of Roblox events. Like, right now, there's a Ralph Lauren, the Winter Escape Roblox event going on, and honestly, I'm just kind of sitting there like, eh. I mean, I pretty much had my fair share of Roblox events. I'm just gonna wait for something interesting to happen. Alright then, that about wraps up this video. Sorry if I was stuttering a bit. I didn't really plan this out. It's more of a spur of the moment idea. But other than that, I'm Mythic J and I'm Mythic Gone, and I'll see you guys later in the next video. Take care.